people think about censorship in China, they often think about the digital age, but there is pictorial documentation of censorship during the ancient Chinese times. The emperor of the time ordered a massacre of scholars and the burning of books. This was to restrict the intellectuals from questioning the power of the dynasty, and that was in 221 AD. Through censorship, the Chinese government attempts to limit the leakage of information, especially political. A very good example of this is the Tiananmen Square massacre. Economic protectionism is another reason for government censorship. This is when the government tries to protect itself from unflattering economic data, such as articles written on the risk of trading with their country. There are 9 judiciary branches that control censorship in China. They control everything from TV and movies to music, literature, and the news. Some people feel China's Second Great Wall, also known as the Great Firewall, is the most detrimental to education. Also known as the Golden Shield, let's try to understand it.
Online internet interconnecting networks must register and connect through one of 3 gateways in Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, which regulate and filter the internet at the top level. Below these 2 tiers, service providers also filter and block content, and users register to gain access.
Blocks include the Google Suites, email, drives, maps, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Most of Yahoo is unreachable as well as Bing. Of China's 4 million bloggers, most cannot use the most popular blogging platforms such as Blogspot or WordPress. There are army-sized forces working not only to block but also to monitor people. VPNs are a way to work around that. Though with more than 2 million internet police officers working today, it can be difficult. Many people believe part of the reason why people have not protested censorship very much in China is because of the feverish economic growth of the country. From 1980 to 2005, the average income went from $200 a month to $6,000 a month. That's a 3,000% increase in annual income. Teachers feel censorship limits their growth potential by not only restricting their ability to guide, but to also reach students effectively. We have to ask ourselves, will this affect the creativity and vitality in teaching, and will teaching just become bland and formulaic? The ability to teach a child to navigate the technology world of today in regards to self-discipline and choice are very important. Can we do that in a world with such rigid censorship? Censorship can impact the way schools serve to educate children by restricting their world of knowledge, or students may grow up to believe things that may not be true. In an American news segment called Frontline, 4 students were unable to identify the tank man in a photo or the importance of the date of the 4th of June. Later, it was found out that the students were feigning ignorance so as not to upset the official that was monitoring the interview. If children don't know their country's history, how can they understand life as it is today? We think of this in regards of Tiananmen Square, the Great Famine, the Cultural Revolution, and the 2008 milk scandal. These days, China is not alone in its misrepresentation of news. Not only can censorship prevent children from seeking the truth or reasoning and becoming critical thinkers, but it can also prevent them from keeping up with technological advances. It can inhibit a child's ability to address real concerns and prepare them for real life, affecting their confidence and ability to accept themselves, as well as narrowing a child's worldview, creating holes in cultural understanding and respect for cultural diversity.